defense, not a defense. You know, if every time someone asks you a question, you try to say the right answer, your entire life is a test. And when did you have the most anxiety in grammar school and high school?
No question.
On test day.
No question.
So your entire life become this test. I ain't trying to say the right answer. I am just doing what I feel. My mama said trying is failing. There is no ifs, woulds, coulds, shoulds. It just is, and we just are.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah, yo.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? Wait.
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I greet. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirt.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, which means it is time.
Mo ain't here yet. Oh, wait, let me. Oh, she just popped in.
To down. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how much stress you're under, you may have the weight of the world on your shoulders, which we all feel that we do because we do. It is time for you to unleash all that stress in front of your laptop, in front of your big screen, in your car. Don't get too wild in the car because it is time to all my sexy women out there, come get some. One more time, it's Friday, it is time to die. But yeah, Sexy Mo and Jay Black. Sexy Mo was here first, but as long as everybody's here about 7 o'clock, nobody. No, I saw her, so stop playing. I saw her.
But that has nothing to do. If we here before 7.
She was
just
here.
because somebody comes in before the early time don't make them first.
No, it means she was here.
Everybody's on time.
No, but what I'm saying, everybody's on time today, so nobody wins. But the fact of the matter is, the person that was in the door, the person that was in the studio first prepared to work was Sexy Mo, but nobody gets any points because everybody was here by 7 o'clock. So that means everybody needs to die. It is Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. It is April 10th, Friday. Lots to talk about, lots to do. So let's get to it. All the comments. Good morning. Good morning. Trendsetter God made him who had no sin to be sin for us. Okay, so that in him we might become the righteous of God. Trendsetter he must be messing with somebody in church. He must have a new girl that's going to church. Lately he been trying to show out. I'm not trying to not deny your spirituality, homie. I'm not trying. All right, Sexy Mo, how was your night? Welcome. How you doing? How was your night?
Long night.
Oh, you didn't go to sleep? You ain't sleep?
I have not, but I'm going to be good today. Did a lot of praying, did a lot of thinking. And sometimes you have to be reminded of who you belong to.
Oh,
what you do to that Negro that pissed you off? Because you did something. Well, go ahead, let me stop.
Remember that your foundation is not built on sinking or shifting sand.
Welcome to the Holy Tabernacle, Grace New Life Community, Fellowship Church on a Hill. This is the church of anybody can get it. With your pastor Michael Sean and Deacon J Black.
We gotta get a position for Sexy Mo in the church. We gotta get a position for Sexy Mo in the church.
You might not be able to go to a place of worship, have worship and praise right in your house.
Say it again. I had the music too loud.
Sometimes you might not be able to get to a place of worship, but you can have worship and praise right in your own house.
Yeah, exactly. Mo, let me tell you something. I don't know what happened, but Mo, hey, she's talking that talk today. She's talking that talk. It's Friday. She said, F all that dancing. I'm about to talk this talk.
Now, everyone, please take
all
your
right,
seats.
so we'll find out. Maybe she'll let us inside the Mo of mind, the mind of Mo. Maybe she'll let us inside the mind of Mo.
I don't even know if you want to be there. Let me tidy up a little bit.
All right, Jay Black. How was your night?
I ain't had no righteous moments. I'm just glad I'm in a happy marriage. That's it.
Yeah, be glad. Be very glad.
Yeah, that's it. Good morning, Jeanette. Good morning, Ash Bash, my bestie.
Let me clear up Mo's talk. Keep talking, because I want to make sure, because you sound a little. It doesn't sound as clear as it normally sounds.
Muffly, or do you want me to leave and come back in?
No, that was all right.
Yeah,
you look blurry. Yeah, go. Yeah, leave and come back in real quick. Oh, wait a second. I think you're all right. I think you'll be good.
It's a brand new Mac Airbook.
I know. I think you'll be good. Them don't let your testes get you. Them don't let your testes get you.
Get in trouble on a Friday.
Mo, I forgot.
What up, Shelly? Good morning, Shelly.
Good morning, everybody. So, how was your night, Jay? What went on? Other than being in a happy marriage?
It was a regular. I had a little late night where I had to work, do a little stuff. I was good. Miss Wheel of Fortune came back, record the replay. Oh no, it was all good. It wasn't nothing special yesterday. It was a good old regular old healthy day that we were blessed to have. How about that?
The fact that you watch the reruns, that you tape it.
Yes, we
do. Wheel of Fortune is.
She can't watch it without me, and I can't watch it without her.
Weird, but go ahead. That's why
you're. That's weird that we watched a TV show together every night.
It's weird that that Wheel of Fortune is a prime thing to watch, that you guys actually have to tape it and then watch it.
Yes.
All this, they buy vowels. They buy more vowels. That's all they do. They just buy more vowels.
That's exactly why you single. But go ahead, we're gonna keep it moving.
They buy more vowels. That's all they do.
People being thankful and grateful this morning. Yeah. Here you go with some disparaging marks.
No, that's Mike being disparaging.
If there's no black people playing in the way you watch it, why y'all even watch if it's all white people? Because then y'all ain't got nobody to root for.
Nobody to root for. I usually find one. It's usually a minority or a woman that I can identify. That I'm like, all right, that's what.
You identify with a minority woman?
Say that again.
I said you identify with a minority woman.
No, I said I identify if I need to find someone to root for. Okay. It would be but if it's not a black person, then it would be a minority. And then if it's not a minority, then it's usually a woman. I usually find at least one person that I can root for.
Okay.
And watching. I root for everybody that's black, first off. I'm not saying nothing against nobody else. I just root for people that look like me.
Get ready, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, get ready with your comments, because they feisty in this bitch today, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. They feisty up in here. Them two squares is feisty records over there.
If she want to smoke on a Friday, she can get this smoke. Because I'm about sick of colonizers. I'm about sick of all the YTs and Melania Trumps I'm about sick of this country, dude, to be honest. I'm about sick, but I ain't going nowhere. But I could talk that all I want, but I ain't going nowhere. I ain't one of people say, we getting our passports. We ain't going nowhere. We just gonna complain and just keep moving. That's what we're gonna do.
But I will say, if I was a younger me before having kids, if it wasn't for, I could see now. I see people. Well, number one, I'm seeing all these passport pictures get done every day at the UPS mail store, and I'm seeing a lot of people coming in there with families and little kids, and everybody seems to be getting their passport pictures, and it's a little different right now that so many passport pictures and passport pictures are a pain in the ass. They're not even difficult. They just a pain in the ass because you be in the flow of things. Somebody need for a passport picture.
You a hater. They trying to better their lives. Just get over there with the photo. Put the backdrop up. Tell them stay still. Take the glasses off. Chin down. Look straight ahead.
Don't smile. Don't smile. Don't smile for the last time. Don't smile. No smiling. Keep your head straight. Your head straight. Your head straight. Straight. Keep your head straight.
So, you know what my son did when he took his?
What he did? Oh, I can.
He had his ear pods on.
They didn't let him keep him in.
They did.
Yeah.
And passport center sent it back. I had to go back, get new pictures, resend it.
As long as you didn't pay for them again, I wouldn't have paid for
it. It ain't free.
Okay. No. But they took the picture with the AirPods.
No.
I rely on them to know what's required.
No.
I need to talk to somebody else. Because this is not how it's going down.
Don't go to the wrong spot. They're gonna tell you never. Don't. That's your fault.
It's your fault.
Now, people love our spot so much because that's your fault. People, because they give you rules on when you do it. They give you rules. They give you written out rules on what you're supposed to have on the passport picture. All I'm there to do now in my place, if you keep the receipt, we're gonna take the picture for you again because that's how we're cool. But the rules are yours. All I'm doing, my job, is to take a picture and then cut the picture out and then put them in the passport holder right there, the picture holder, and give it right back to you. That's it.
Extras.
And give you the extra.
But y'all do have instructions that say make sure the person is looking forward.
You have the instructions.
Smiling.
The instructions are with
so why did you tell them don't smile then? Because you know the rules.
Because we know the rules. But if I happen not to tell you and you fuck up your picture, your rules are right there.
I smiled on my previous passport picture and they didn't flag it. But this new one, I think it depends on where you go to.
Yeah, it depends on where you go to. That's another thing. Because there's certain stipulations in different countries that they want different things on the passport. So don't think you coming back and talking about, I need this for free. No, son. Nobody told you to go. Nobody told you to go over there. They got different rules.
CVS, UPS, whoever took my passport for.
Oh, you definitely gonna get shut down at CVS. Our spot, you're good because that's just how we get down with the 5-star treatment that we give. Go to CVS and Walgreens and pull that shit. First of all, that young person ain't even got the authority. That young person there taking the picture doesn't even have the authority to give it to you for free.
No, I don't know what they talking about in the comments. I'm about to get once I get caught up to this timestamp, I just fly through the beginnings. So I don't know what Ash talking about. Yeah, hopefully everybody all right in the comments. What's going
on around here?
I don't know. Good morning, Rashida. Good morning, KT. Good morning, Nikki. Trendsetter, we got you in. I saw Shelly. I saw Miss Parker.
And when y'all painted the asses come with them digital passports and how you want them digital, that's when I tap out and go, all right, I got to call somebody for it. Sorry. I'll be right back. Lori, they want a digital passport, and you know I'm not built for that. Rob, what's going on?
I want to start this play out. Something's going on in the chat.
Well, what's going on? Setter once was petitioning for a Miss Trendsetter, and then it just.
Afro Queen, good morning.
Who's trying to be trendsetters? Who's trying to be trendsetters woman?
Let me put this link out just in case y'all want to update.
Can somebody just explain what the hell's going on?
I don't know what's going on in the chat. Miss Wakefield, Mama Wakefield is up.
Mama Wakefield, hello. We've been watching Wheel of Fortune since we were children. Yeah. I'm glad they ain't no scandal behind that. Even though I hope Vanna White ain't been racist for all these years. I hope, because I can't even watch The Price is Right. And I know Drew Carey is the one doing it now. Did you know Drew Carey is worth over $150 million?
That's
Price is Right is where it's at, I guess.
No, he has investments that he made, and he's $150 million, motherfucker. Anyway, fun fact. So if y'all not gonna tell us. Diane. Y'all can let us know what's going on in this chat, because it seems to be something going on, and now y'all all mums the word. We see the chat. You just got Jay Black to scan the chat and see what's going on.
She got it. Diane got her Takeover Legend shirt, Mike.
Go.
She's part of the team.
Yeah, if you rocking out, bring my medium Takeover Legends. I need the mediums. If you come in
Saturday. Yeah. What color you want? What color?
Jim Carrey shouts out the black man that made it all possible.
Who?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I said, I hope he shot out the black man that made it all possible.
Possible for him to be the host?
No, I'm saying the money, like the amount of money that he has.
Drew Carey, not Jim Carrey.
Drew Carey. No, Drew.
I'm
Carey.
I'm bugged out. Like what Fire Marshal Bill got to do with this? Like,
no, Drew Carey. I was reading his stuff, and I was like, yo, he's got some investments that he put in. He owns a few sports teams, and it was crazy. I was like, Drew, go get this shit, brother-in-law. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what's going on. If we can't find out what's going on, then Renee, that made me cackle.
Janetta, he said trendsetter and Jeanette equals Janetta. Is he trying to holler at Jeanette?
No, he ain't trying to holler at my brother-in-law. No, Trent, like, you know what he like. Y'all, I ain't even gonna do it to him, my man.
I know.
She ain't the complexion that trendsetter like. Good morning, Queen Martin.
That's weirdo records. All right, let's get to the first lady. The first lady's jumped on impromptu press conference. Nobody knew what was going on, allegedly. Like everybody's saying, nobody knew. The president didn't know. Nobody knew. She just said she was gonna get on here and sound 100% like a true blue immigrant. And boy, before I even play it, the fact that she sounds like this, and the fact that we if you don't think we live in the Matrix right now and we are idiots, the fact that there's an organization called ICE that goes out and looks for immigrants, and this woman has the nerve to be the first lady, that's just beside the point. But that's just the reality of the reality. But here's our first part. I don't have the second part, but this is the first part of what
Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania.
And that's the first part. And the interesting part is, this is why it's so weird. This is why this is weird. First of all, some people say this is a distraction from the war, which is even weirder because the war was a distraction from the files. So now they're bringing the files back to be a distraction. What the fuck? But the weirder part is that she goes on to say, I'm not a victim, but she says the victims should be heard under sworn testimony in front of Congress. That's total opposite of what Republicans want. That's the total opposite of what her husband wants. She just opened the door for the Dems to be like, yes, put them under sworn testimony, and she wants it in the congressional record.
So she's not working together with her husband.
No.
So he wasn't aware. That's crazy. No way he didn't know what your wife is doing. A press conference?
Well, they're not a couple. Let's keep it 100. Can we keep it 100?
I can go with that
one.
So everybody had questions. People were like, "What? This doesn't make any sense." So here's a few of the people who had a few questions about what.
Because she knows he doesn't have much longer left to live. Is that why she did this? No one else is standing with her. No cabinet members.
Nobody.
J.D. Vance.
Nobody.
Susie Wiles.
Nobody.
Are they trying to change the subject, change the narrative, get the focus off of the war in Iran? I don't know. I'm just wondering, is she wanting to distance herself from her husband because over this past weekend, when he disappeared for several days, he was told by the doctors in charge of his health, you ain't got much longer, Chief. I think we're in a 14-day window where either he leaves the land of the living or they're forced to impeach 25th Amendment or Article 2, Section 4. Either way, out of the blue, none of the White House press pool had any idea this was going to happen.
That's something like
and the president did not have previous knowledge that she was going to do this. Thank you for your attention.
This is the people.
But the media outlets knew?
Well, you know, she has a press person who says she's going to speak, and the press person says, and all they do is sit around the White House all day. That's all they do. They just sit there, and they wait for stuff to happen, and cameraman come, and they say she's going to speak. Nobody's behind the first lady. She just went dolo.
Like, let me just walk in this room. Let me just walk in the press room real quick.
And this is the crazy part.
Get this off my chest.
Yeah. And this is the crazy part. We had all heard about this. We're so numb to the Epstein files. It's so crazy and so disgusting that we are so numb to the Epstein files that nobody was even making a big deal about it. I mean, the usual big deal. You know, the usual. Here, this is what she did. She wrote a letter to Jazz Maxwell, and it had to do with Epstein. I was like, all right, cool. We've all seen her titties. Like, it's the first lady that we've ever seen actual nudes of.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen the pictures of her and Epstein and all that else. It was so bizarre. Even our good friend, and I say that, you know, in jest, our good friend Don Lemon was even like, what's going on here? And Don Lemon came on here and started.
Like, nobody saw this coming, and I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being snarky. Nobody saw this coming. Melania Trump, of all people, walked into the grand foyer of the White House and talked about Epstein. I thought, shh, don't talk about Epstein. Said that the lies linking her to Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. She did that unannounced. Several of her own aides didn't know what she was going to say. She said Epstein didn't introduce her to Trump. Fine. She says she's never been named in any court documents or victim statements. That's true, and it matters. But she also addressed the email, the one released by the Justice Department, written to Ghislaine Maxwell, talking about a magazine article about J.E., which is Jeffrey Epstein, one would assume, asking about Palm Beach, signed Love Melania. She called it a casual correspondence, a trivial note. And then this part. She called on Congress to hold public hearings for Epstein survivors. Democrats immediately said, yeah. So the first lady, on the same day her husband is selling his ceasefire victory to the world, just handed the opposition a public Epstein hearing on a silver platter. I don't know what's happening in the White House, but between a misunderstanding that killed 182 people and love Melania to Ghislaine Maxwell, today is a lot. So this afternoon,
I just want to point this out. I just want to point this out. If the first lady said and handed you on a silver platter, handed this what the Democrats want on a silver platter, if it doesn't happen, it's because the Democrats are playing like they want it to happen. They're playing like they want it to happen. You just got an endorsement. This is once again, just when I thought that term, this has never happened in history, with the Trump administration, just when I thought we had run out, this has never happened in history. This, my friends, has never happened in history, that the first lady sat up there and went against what her husband and the administration wants. She literally said, put the victims up and put them under oath and let them tell nothing but their truth.
What's up, Billy J?
And let it be on the record. If the Democrats don't make this happen, it's no longer because Trump is stopping them. It's no longer because underhanded maneuvers. It's because you have been playing in our face, making us believe that you wanted them fucking files.
Ain't it more to it than just that, though? The Dems just saying, oh, we want this. No, you still have to vote, and people have to, and Republicans still in power. So
let me tell you something. This country, they have the pop. If the first, there's nothing they can say right now. Don't give me the shenanigans no more. I need y'all in front of every microphone every day saying the first lady agrees. The first lady agrees. The first lady agrees. The first lady agrees. And then when you get tired, take a deep breath and go, the first lady agrees. The first lady agrees. The first lady agrees. Don't say nothing else. Don't go into a debate with nobody. When the little white dude from CNN says,
well, Scott Jennings, Scott will spin that. He'll spin that. So,
and he'll go like, and then after he says that, say, yeah, but the first lady agrees. But I just finished telling you, yeah, but the first lady agrees. But then you hear what I just said? Yeah, but the first lady agrees. But the person married to the president who spends every night together laying in the bed agrees. That's it. That's it. Ms. Walker said she's tired of being called a hoe. Well, she earned that right. And nobody taking up for her. An article came out in the UK about Prince Andrews and Epstein yesterday talking about her and Epstein. We already know she ain't telling the whole truth. And I don't even care that she ain't telling the whole truth. Facts on top of facts. All I know is that she is jumping ship. And she's jumping ship for a reason. And Dr. Aaron Smith has said this a long time ago on this show that he ain't going to make it.
You promise? That's something Lady Q would say. When you say he ain't going to make it, you promise?
and since we're just speculating, I think she knows that if that were to occur, JD Vance don't give a fuck about her and will hand her to the wolves. And will toss her up to the wolves. And I think it's already known when your man ain't here, you know what? They might call ICE on your ass. You know how fast these MAGA people will turn on her? Do you know how fast these MAGA people don't like Melania? It's a whole bunch of bullshit. They don't like anybody with an accent of any kind.
Tolerated just because of who she's attached to.
That's it.
Clear, yes.
That's it.
That's a Lady Q thing. Every time somebody say he ain't gonna make it, you sure? You promise?
But this is so. Let me tell you something. This thing is so spinning out of control. Not that it hasn't been out of control. It's been out of control. When Megyn Kelly, literally. Oh, where you at, Megan? Where did I put you under here? Because I gotta. Megan, where you at, baby? Where you at? You somewhere there. When Megyn Kelly
was a hard. She was a big time supporter.
Staunch Trump supporter. Megyn Kelly got beef. She got beef with the president now.
Imagine that post did not go over well with the Iranians or with many Americans. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am sick of this shit.
Oh,
I'm sick of it.
Okay.
Really?
Can't he just behave like a normal human? I mean, honestly, like the president, 3D chess, shut up. Fucking shut up about that shit. You don't threaten to wipe out an entire civilization. We're talking about civilians just casually in a social media post. You know, like I am the first to try to understand Trump and his strategy and to not freak out over his weird social media posts and language that is loose and incendiary. Truly, I've lived with it for 10 plus years. I learned it the hard way when I was on the receiving end of it for 9 months. And truly, I think that was a gift to me in many ways because it helped me really come to understand what he does with his social media. But this is completely irresponsible and disgusting. This is wrong. It's wrong.
So let me get this straight. ICE, I mean, it's over the top, but ICE killing American citizens in the middle of the street, that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one. Nah, that wasn't the one. The pedophiles in the administration, the Epstein connections, the friendship with Jeffrey Epstein for years upon years. That wasn't the one. No, that wasn't that. That wasn't the one that took you over the top. It was the tweet that took your bitch ass over the top.
Well, no, let's embrace it. Let's embrace it.
No. I'm not giving you. I don't give none of these motherfuckers any credit. It's that took you over the top. A rude fucking tweet, bitch. That's what took you over the top.
About killing a bunch of innocent people.
That's what it was. That was the actual one. The one with the kids. That one that you're okay with them hiding and trying to suppress. Even though we got enough files, so we got to take responsibility. We have enough files that they should have already been 10 million people at the Capitol right now, upset and ready to turn shit out. And that's on us. But that was the one. That was the one.
Well, at least they understand now, Mike. That's my angle on a lot of it.
They in a dollar short. Like what?
Yeah. Kamala was right. Out. Now you understand. Now what are we going to do about it? How you say you need 10 million people at the Capitol?
I need 10 million people at the Capitol pissed off because y'all white people got mad when Barack Obama had a fucking tan suit on. I want y'all to get riled up when you see the first lady butt naked on magazines and butt naked on pictures. You got mad because of a tan suit. We're living in a fucking simulation right now. It's a matrix right now.
Good morning, Giddy.
You say the Easter suit pissed everybody off.
Right. And this man did everything under the sun, but Barack wore a tan suit. That was the biggest scandal.
Don't forget his wife's arms out. Don't forget.
And the arms being out. Her titties was out. And y'all wasn't mad. Y'all was mad because Michelle had the arms out.
It's not becoming of a first lady.
Yeah. Trump did so much, you forget the stuff. From taking the jet, the airplane to the it's so much stuff that he's done.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you how crazy this is. How much I'm just going to enjoy my day. The motherfucker knocked down the ballroom, right? He did renovations to the White House. It come to find out that the steel that he's using is not American steel. Steel is from fucking another country. Who cares, right? At this point, that's little work. Who cares? But I will say this. Megan. Bitch, you ain't nothing but Melania. Because you see the writing on the fucking wall. See, you know something too. See, the reason you talking crazy is because somebody told you it's about to go down.
Somebody leaked.
And now you're about to fucking distance yourself.
Because I'm fed up.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm fed up. He did a tweet and he said, Allah at the end. Very disrespectful. Historically disrespectful. Historically disrespectful. But bitch, you don't care about disrespecting people. You've never cared about disrespecting people's cultures, people of different ethnicities or different religions or different faiths. You've never given a fuck about that. You know something. You know something.
But Trump,
you know this. You know this dude is about to kick the bucket or some type of real shit about. But I'll tell you, since we recklessly speculating, let me tell you my reckless speculation, Sexy Mo and Jay Black. Let me tell you my reckless speculation.
Let me hear Mike's conspiracy.
You know how artists re-release the album? It's remastered. You know, Diddy did that with Biggie for how many years? Remastered.
Every 5 years. Remastered.
Every 5 years, the anniversary.
Unheard.
Yes, unheard.
One unheard verse added.
It was just one extra. Ugh. That's it. It was just one extra. Ugh. That's all that was on. It was one extra one.
You got it?
This is, my friends, what I think. Michael Sean's reckless speculation. This is what I think. I think Iran has already hacked files. And I think Iran is about to do their own dropping of the files, but there will be no redacting. And I think one day we're going to wake the fuck up and them shits are going to be all over TikTok. And I think one day we're going to see the actual disgusting ass videos that they're about to drop on this country. And they're going to shove it in our face and say, what the fuck are you going to do now? And when you see it, all these people, Democrats, Republicans, all alike are going to be scattering. And that's why I think people like Melania said, I'm out.
Let me out this train now.
Because understand, they have them. They have access to them. They've already hacked the FBI director shit. They've already hacked. They're putting videos. They are sitting there and they're going like, y'all want to play? Y'all want to play? And it's going to be the most disgusting thing. And it's going to be on our face. And they're going to say it's AI. And they're already up on it because they're going to prove it's not. Because they're going to take these pictures and they're going to shove it right down our throat. I say the easiest one is just to put them all on TikTok. Don't be surprised if these people hack some of these TV stations and all of a sudden them bitches is playing it in front of us.
Right.
And then I want to hear what we going to do. Then I want to hear what we're going to do. Then I want to hear that Mike saying 10 million people need to be at the Capitol is so outrageous. Then I want to hear, because everybody, including myself, better pack a fucking bag. If you are the man in your relationship, and you better play the back, because I need y'all white folks up in the front. I need all y'all white folks up in the front. I need y'all walking with the Bibles that y'all claim y'all be toting. I need y'all walking up there the same way them insurrection white folks went up there. I need y'all in the front lines.
Nikki,
I need all y'all. Because if we in the front lines, it'll just turn into a fucking murder holiday. And I mean murder holiday because afterwards they'll say they fought against terrorism.
Right.
But that's my little philosophy on a happy Friday.
Well, he lost Megan, but he got Nick Cannon, right? He got Amber Rose. He got some other people.
And guess what? And he can actually keep them because we ain't really need them anyway.
And trust me, Amber Rose will run from Trump like she runs from a dick that turned her down. She will run. She will run to another married one. She will go scattering to another one. I I could care less what Amber Rose thinks. Amber Rose, I know what your scheme was. I know. Don't make me ever bring Ryan Banks up here and tell you the story about how your plan was to get with Kanye West, bitch. Don't ever. We know your Philly schemes. We know your Philly schemes.
Forgot about that.
Don't ever. And trust me, Ryan ain't scared. Trust me.
Said that felt like one of those like hidden compartments that you just push and everything come out.
Exactly.
Like
trust me, we know who your personal assistant was in Philly. We know who that was in Philly that you were having discussions with. Don't make me get into the times I dropped him off. Oof. Don't stop. Nobody cares. Only Nick Cannon is lame enough to care about what the fuck you got to say. Because at the end of the day, listen, Nick, I don't want no smoke with you, but when a pretty face gets in your face, you're a lame. You turn into a lame when a pretty woman gets in your face. That's what you turn into. And you don't care either because you're compromised. Because you said you were going to do a Dr. CB documentary and then the pressure came in your neck and it never happened because it never was going to happen because you're not built for that. I don't want no problems with you. I don't want no problems. Mike, I love your political commentary. You can break it down like no other. Oh, well, thank you. I've never had that before, but thank you. I appreciate that. And then let me get to this since I'm riled up. Let me get to anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. So yeah, I think yesterday, Amber Who, I think yesterday, a few days ago, Africa Bambaataa died. And anybody who knows Africa Bambaataa, he had the Zulu Nations. He was one of the pioneers of hip hop.
The black and the green.
And don't mix them up with X-Clan. Don't mix them with X-Clan. Don't X-Clan don't want to be mixed up.
They don't want no association.
X-Clan don't want no association with Africa Bambaataa. Just to let you know, anybody can get it. The culture, one of the founders.
Bambaataa passed away, and from a hip hop perspective, we can't deny that he did a lot for the culture, coined the 4 elements, brought about some unity and structure and organization to the culture, and really helped set the foundations early on. From a human perspective, he was a piece of shit. Certified pedophile, whether charges were brought against him or not. People knew, and on record saying that they knew that he was touching little boys and going into the bathrooms after them and stuff like that. So, two things can be true at the same time. Legacy is everything you did in totality, not just the things we want to pick and choose from. So his legacy is, he did a lot of great things for hip hop, but he also was a piece of shit child molester. So fuck that dude. And we got to acknowledge that he did some great things. But in the end, because I'm looking at the human perspective, fuck him.
Who knew?
That's no secret.
No, it's no secret. The actual one of his victims spoke out.
Freaky
was
D.
Freaky D.
Damn.
So you can get it. And people say rest in peace. I'm not judging because I don't know what God has in store. I don't know what God has in store.
Why wasn't they doing something prior to that, making a big I don't know, people pick and choose
for a while, especially if you follow this guy. He's been very, very vocal about it. If you follow a lot of the culture collectors is what I call them, you'll see a lot of people have posted exposés about him, but it kind of if you're not following that movement, then you're not gonna know.
Good morning, Saif. I got your video too, Saif.
And my algorithm, as I was telling you, after I started doing the trans videos that I did, if you picked up my phone right now, you would think I'm part of the community.
Oh, you all up in it.
I had to reset my algorithms.
He's like, I want this to keep going on like this.
Dog, I had to look up the Mr. Rogers song. I wanted Mr. Rogers. I wanted to look up Mr. Rogers. I had to, dog, I was getting flooded. Like, I was like, what the hell? Like, what?
It only takes one probe. One probe.
I get all the fights. You get all the LGBT.
Yeah, like all of a sudden I'm part of the community, and one of these came up, said, "Hey, this might be why a lot of people are homeschooling their kids," and I'll show you what went on in one, I think, elementary school or middle school.
Here we go. Happy Pride Day. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on.
So what's wrong with that, Mike?
A lot of people have a problem with the indoctrination of young people to this. I'm just saying what a lot of people have.
They don't want their kids seeing coming in, celebrate. Like, what's going on? Why we got flags and we playing music and we celebrating for the that's a problem for some people, Mike.
Well, what it does is it opens up the conversation. I think that the thing that you should be preaching is inclusivity, okay? Just of people in general. But to take a narrative or take a movement and try to like force it into impressionable minds, I think that is wrong.
What they gonna say to you, Mo, is, well, if it came in and they had flags saying Happy Black History Month or Happy Juneteenth with flags,
well, let me see it. Well, let me see it. Let me see that energy. Let me see that energy.
The last time I checked, I didn't know that there was an option to be black or not.
No, I'm just saying that's what they're gonna say. Mike said, let me see it though. I never seen that. I don't see those videos. I don't see the MLK songs.
But Mo makes a Mo makes a point. I didn't have an option to my history being here. My history was here.
My history agendas. That right there, that narrative is an agenda because those are choices. So no.
But do it make those little kids, the younger kids that are in that community, do that make them feel proud to be a part of that community?
I think that it makes them feel confused because they don't even know they're part of a community.
And it makes some people aware of a community that they didn't even know. Oh, that's something what is that? Yes. All I know is that the Supreme Court passed a law. And listen, I don't feel like getting it. I'm just getting this all out the way because there's no reason for this to be all in my algorithms and not share it with you. There is a law that I'm
gonna flood you with my stuff and I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna flood you with all the shit I'm getting. I'm tired of this.
I'm gonna get one that I get now.
Let me see if I have it here.
I have a problem because they try to push these agendas, but yet feel like teaching things that happen historically to Black and brown people in the school system. They feel like, oh no, we can't do that because that's disparaging to non-melanated people.
Ain't that something?
You're ready to push an agenda. You're not ready to talk about facts and history.
Yep.
But you're ready to push an agenda.
Yeah. Well, here's a little law that got popped off, and hey, whether you agree, you let me know. I'm gonna play this right here, a little law. Yeah, I'm getting this out of my.
Can opt out of their children being indoctrinated with LGBTQ plus materials in the classroom. All you gotta say is that it goes against your religious beliefs, so parents, get on it. Thank you, Supreme Court.
And that's basically it. You can opt out now.
I mean, I came from an era where we prayed in school, right? When I was in elementary school, I can remember after saying the Pledge of Allegiance, we prayed in school before we started our day. Now, of course, you can't do that. But you can press agendas like that.
I
don't understand.
Sometimes they will use the guilt trip of inclusivity against you, and they will use those terms. And let me see if this is a person making a statement who actually went through what do you call it when they go through the whole change, the whole transformation?
Not the whole transformation.
The whole transformation.
What is that name? What is it, Mo?
So if you've already been through it, then you're
transitioning.
Yeah, they called it a detransitioner or something.
If you've already transitioned, you're saying if they already got the sexual reassignment surgery, then they are post-op.
Well, this is somebody in a forum. I think it was a testimony or whatever that was talking to, and I don't know the specifics. Y'all just watch it.
I was a feminine child, and I discovered trans influencers online. They said, change your body and your life gets better. Don't, and it gets worse. Or as my doctors told my mom, I would commit suicide. The medical and mental health providers didn't bother to ask why I felt the way I did. They poisoned my body with blockers and hormones, arresting my puberty and messing with my development. The result, I'm a 23-year-old gay man who's never had an orgasm and may never experience one. Let that sink in. I was rendered anorgasmic because once you say you could be trans, that's it. Full stop. No exploration as to why is allowed, even if you are a struggling kid. The former president of WPATH, Dr. Marcy Bowers, a California surgeon who had performed the surgery for Jazz Jennings at 17, admitted on video that puberty blockers followed by cross-sex hormones results in no orgasms and stunted genitals. SB 934 guarantees that more people will end up like me, the walking but wounded. I could have been spared all of this if any of my therapists would have explored why I felt dysphoric, but they never did. They only led me to hate my body more. The Supreme Court just ruled in a rare bipartisan decision that laws like this are unconstitutional viewpoint discrimination. This bill is an attempted workaround that will be used to silence therapists who could have helped me avoid the irreversible harms to my body and the loss of my sexual function, as is the same for many others. So today I ask you to extend some empathy to survivors like me and vote no.
Those are people going through who are speaking.
It
That ain't
depends
me.
on their age. I told you it was happening to children. No, he said he was 17. Depends on what state he was in. That may have been considered legal.
17
So
to make a decision. 17, 8 old enough to go to war yet. And they love sending us to war.
Yeah. And at 17, if you're under the age of 18, but in some states it is 17, but you still have to go through, if you listen to what they were saying, you still have to go through psychiatric evaluations. And I don't know if they have to go to specific psychiatrists, and what type of testing is used to, disseminate or discern whether or not that they're prepared for this mentally. But you're talking about when you say people's frontal lobe isn't developed fully at this age, and when you have all of these other, parameters around it, why is that an acceptable age in order to?
So you wanted them to raise the age. So you think he should be fighting for raising the age to 21 before you can have the, what is it called? What Katie said,
for
the gender
surgery.
reassignment surgery. Because if you're an adult technically and you saying this is what I want, you going through the therapy and you pass that, they doing what you asked for. You were classified as an adult. That's how I looked at it.
What criteria? Like, what's the criteria? What's the measurables? How do they measure whether or not that you are ready?
So I'll give you one a parent that had a problem with, like I was telling you about the equipment that they're giving kids. Well, this is
in case people in the audience are not familiar with what children are receiving in this county. If you're over 12 years old, you can have a free breast binder. And just to give you an idea what this looks like when you put it on a child, a 12-year-old girl can get a free breast binder through Communicare, through this board, to flatten her breasts so she can pretend to be a trans boy. These are given out free by this county. The penis tucking kits are available to boys 12 and over, so they can take their penis and tuck it into their groin to give the appearance of being something other than a male. Why would you want to lie to children? Why would you want taxpayer funds going to these kinds of garments for our children? It's time for you to have some courage, to be brave and speak out. We have an unfolding medical scandal, and you five are the ones supporting it.
Listen.
Wow. So, first of all, and do you understand what those colors are as well? Like, this is my first time seeing that. That is that's diabolical to me.
Giddy, you can look it up yourself.
Yeah.
Giddy
You
said
can look
that
it up
ain't real. That
yourself.
gotta be AI. No way. No way.
You can look it up yourself. Their parents storming into these into these school board meetings and saying, why is this being taught? Why?
I mean, you have to have a parental sign off just to go to a movie that may be PG-13 if you're taking them on a field trip. So I don't understand, why is this accessible?
I still be torn. I still be slightly torn.
Like, I don't even understand why. If a parent wants their child to have that, then they will provide it at home. But why is the school intercepting? Again, you can't pray in school, right? You don't want to talk about historical things that involve Black and brown people. but you want to introduce agenda pushing items.
At what age can your son tell you what he wants and you give, like, your son is 13, right? Well, hold is Gabe? 14?
No, ask yourself. Ask yourself.
No, I'm
Don't
just
ask
saying, like,
Mo, ask yourself.
Because if, as a parent, your kid coming to you expressing, I'm just torn. I'm
But see, I
torn.
have healthy conversations with my son all the time about any and everything. I tell him, do not ask Alexa, because Alexa is a nosy, you know what, and she gets things wrong. If you want to know something that you've heard outside my doors, let's talk about it. So he will ask me random questions, and even if I feel uncomfortable answering them or providing an answer, I know it's my duty as a parent to to help him understand whatever it is.
So let me read Lady Q's question. So nobody's going to question why so many kids aren't comfortable telling their parents how they feel. And you think that just started now? You think that just started now? I'm sure there's a percent of the kids that do it because it's trendy. But what about the kids that truly? Why do y'all think that just started now, that kids are uncomfortable talking to their parents about things? This ain't the only things kids are uncomfortable talking about. And I just want to know, why is this been speed raced into our educational system? That's all I'm asking, because I think there's something behind this agenda that has nothing to do with anybody's well-being. It has nothing to do with making kids feel comfortable. It's an agenda behind it. Because how is this happening? Sometimes your common sense is that. Why?
So, and just to let you know, with the colors that they chose, it's not a white, it's not black. They chose the colors that represent transgender.
Support at this is happening at Cheltenham High School for many years. They had this at my daughter's school when she was there. I raised all heck. Do not send me my second daughter. Did not send my second daughter to Cheltenham. No taxpayer money should be used for this.
You don't need it. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't do it.
So again, Sexy Mo, they took religion away so they could push pedophilia. Listen, that was them dollars comment.
Torn
about what? They're not supposed to be getting any of this in school. Schools for education of reading, writing, social studies, math, etc. Not breast and.
Oh, you didn't have sex education when you grew up, Asha? They didn't have that.
Even with that, you had it from a different perspective. They definitely started out with biological responses and all of those things. Okay. But you have it signed off on. A parent had to say it was okay for you to have sex ed in school.
I see so many kids living in the streets because they came out to their parents and the parents didn't accept them.
Listen, I can just tell you, within the community, I can play 30 videos that they got a problem with this. They got the automatic selected service shit. This ain't that shocking. I'm well aware this isn't new, Mike. I'm asking, why has it never been asked? I agree with you for the most part about it needing to be given out.
And you know that a lot of these things are happening in California, the good old Republic of California.
Sex education talks about the anatomy of the body, not changing your gender. This is true.
That's what I said. That's not an agenda.
Talking about how you feel. All right. Either way, that's your algorithms, Mike. My algorithms is horses riding down the street getting hit by cars, Mike. You see
Well,
that?
I don't want to see a horse getting hit by a car.
You don't want to see that?
horrified with that. I'm horrified with that.
He doing tricks. Look at my man. He's standing up doing tricks in the city.
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that poor horse get hit by.
No, but the horse was fine, Mike. But I keep seeing this in my algorithm. I'm wondering why. The horse got away, and then the car was going down the street. And then boom. Oh no!
This happened.
They don't lock my brothers up from Charlotte. This is my algorithm. I'm getting fights and horses are getting hit. This is stuff that's on my algorithm.
They were arrested for if in that particular town they require a permit
to ride a horse in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike got his algorithms.
There could be something that says that you can't ride, that you can't do it on the street unless it is official police business or something. I would be interested into where
I got one more on my algorithm that's crazy. I got a woman that just breaking anything in the house. This just
and you don't get it.
Just destroying the whole crib.
Record it all. I'll give you something. Stop. Just stop. All you have to do is stop, bro. All you have to do is stop. All you have to do is stop. All you have to do is stop. Look at you. Look at you. All you have to do is stop. Literally, just stop. Just stop. Look at you. Look at this, bro. All you have to do is stop. That's all I'm asking you to do is stop. Record me.
She
give you a fucking show.
Confused.
That's what you want, right? No, I want you to stop. 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 I want you to stop.
Grab her. I would have grabbed her by now.
No, you ain't gonna grab her because then
I would have definitely grabbed her.
Then you're gonna be in the wrong. You better cut the camera off.
I want you to stop. I want you to stop.
I would have
just called it. I would have stopped recording and called the cops.
This is a perfect girlfriend.
No, he's wrong if he called the cops.
No, I'm calling the cops. Fuck you.
Because you are. Look at you.
All that.
Fucking look at you. Look at you.
I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with that.
Look at you. You're calling me crazy and all this shit. Look at you. Look at you.
People in the comments saying he did.
Look at you. Tiffany, just look in the mirror. Stop. Look at the
right there.
Mirror.
Grab her. Right there. I'm bear
If
hugging
I
her.
actually love and care about you, you'll be doing this shit to yourself. Look at you. Am I doing any of this?
You don't do
Am
anything.
I doing any of this? I don't do shit for you.
You're recording me. You want me to give you a fucking
Nigga,
show?
stop.
You want everyone to think I'm
No,
crazy?
I want you to
Let
stop.
me
No,
show
you
I
are.
want you to stop.
Yeah, you are.
Let me show you crazy.
The fuck I want you
Yeah,
to
you
stop.
are.
Look at you. You're doing it to yourself.
But yeah, so it goes on and on and on, and then she, I would have grabbed her.
I'm
I
not
would have
grabbing
personally
her.
grabbed her.
I'm not getting into that. I'm calling the cops. I'm not playing with y'all.
But then she can get unalive.
I don't care. I don't
the cops-
care. I don't care.
You're not gonna put your loved one in harm's
Yes, I
way.
am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I told you to stop
Look,
17
here go Lady
times.
Q. He absolutely did something first. See the boy?
Mental wellness is real. Okay.
Yeah, mental. You're absolutely right, bro. I'm done.
I'm
You
not.
know,
Molly's
calling the cops.
Calling the cops. Miss
I ain't
Clark,
playing with
she's in
y'all.
crisis.
That is definitely in
Come on,
crisis.
Mr.
That's definitely and what he is doing is what I always put if I'm doing a treatment plan for somebody and it has to include the
Yeah,
crisis
that's on my
intervention
phone.
plan. That is something that I always put on each and every crisis intervention plan. Do not follow the person. Do not corner the person.
Wait,
Do
is this your
not-
therapy hat talking about or your personal opinion?
specialist hat on. Do not corner the person. Do not follow. Do not continue to have
Destroying your crib.
escalated conversation to engage them. Keep it at a minimum. He is antagonizing the crash out. Sorry, not
I'm
sorry.
grabbing you. I'm bear hugging you. I'm gonna restrain you.
Listen.
No, you do not.
No.
You don't grab her.
Listen,
Don't follow
I'm
her
not
around.
grabbing her.
No.
I'm recording and I'm calling the cops.
That's making
And
it
I'm
worse.
not and I'm not saying I don't give a fuck. The relationship is over. See, let me get y'all, and this is gonna be my selfish moment. When that happens, I'm not here for you. I'm done. I'm calling the cops, and the only reason I'm recording is because when I tell them you did this, you're gonna lie and say you didn't, and I'm gonna have the footage, and I'm just on the phone calling the cops. I tell y'all every day, there's a time, there's a clock behind you, and it's clicking on how much time you have left on this earth. And what I'm not doing is spending another second dealing with this shit.
She said, "You want people to think I'm crazy? I'm gonna show you crazy."
Okay, and I'm glad because I want them to hear it when I go like this and I say, "This is what she's doing. This is my home. I need her because I feel unsafe." That's it. Now go be crazy, and you may have
voice like just stop, like just stop, like what are we doing? Just stop. Like, didn't you feel his pain? Like he really wanted her to stop, right, Mo? Did he not?
So I'm not going to say that he wanted her to stop as much as I'm going to say what I feel just as a regular person. I feel like that he wanted to create that atmosphere
wow.
No, I'm not saying problem. I'm saying the following her around and antagonizing. Why didn't he call the cops?
Get him, Mike.
Like he had to go from room to room and continuously film her. He could have gotten enough standing right there of her going back and forth and called 911.
Because he thinks that he's in a relationship with a normal fucking person. And he thinks, and we're not medically trained, and we don't, and this is, I'm not taking a slight at you. We don't have a degree. We haven't studied how to handle these situations. We haven't spent hours upon hours learning the techniques on how to deal with something. I'm going to record. And he probably thought, would you just stop? Because a normal person would be like, I think if I've been with this person for this long, if I tell her just stop, that she'll stop. But obviously it didn't. Now, I will agree with Mo on this. After the second just stop, I'm done. I'm done. Because the only other resort, because the only thing that's going to tick me off is that you're going to keep doing it, and then I'm going to get infuriated, and then I'm going to go to jail.
Yeah, that's what
a person in crisis, you cannot negotiate with a person in crisis. You can't verbally de-escalate someone when they reach that part, like that point right there, especially for an adult.
You never been that angry. It ain't nothing about being in crisis. You just never been that pissed that you don't care about any of this stuff.
Oh, absolutely. As a human being, however, there's a difference between being extremely angry, okay, and crisis. We're talking about a clinical crisis. And that right there was what she was in. That wasn't just I'm mad and I'm just knocking over stuff. That right there was crisis.
She said, Lady Q said, I have the ability to invoke that kind of crash out. I mean, you did throw stuff before, Lady Q, but you ain't destroy stuff like that.
If I was a different kind of person, I could absolutely see it. No, I can act, but if he's telling her to stop, listen, the relationship, there's a certain point where this is done. But y'all push the line wherever y'all want to push the line to. And trust me, I've been in those type of crazy situations that I push the line to. I have learned I'm not pushing the line. Number one, you're not triggering me to take it there. Because the one thing, and I hate to say it, and this is why I stop repeating, I try and tell myself, because I can. But I take that, I try and take those words out because I don't want that to ever be an option in my mind. We're done. The cops is coming. Hey, I'm calling the cops. You want to stay here?
I'm not calling the cops on no loved one. If you love your loved one to that degree and they're just mad and you know they're just mad.
I'm not loving you to my death, dog. I'm not loving you to my death.
That's not your death. You know people crash out.
No.
Many people die. Many people die.
You're wrong, Jay Black, because that's a dangerous situation. When somebody is in that,
you want me to run the numbers on how many people
the cops
died?
For me, I know where you stand with me because you know I'm just crashing out. We arguing about whatever, and we do. It's not to that degree of getting the law. You want somebody locked up? You want me in jail?
Yes,
I want you. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, I do.
It's something like that. Jay Black is a 302. Okay. Yes, you're going to go get a psychiatric evaluation. No. Yes, they're going to see if they need to hold you to help you. Yes, absolutely. Because when you're
calling 911 as a black man ain't safe.
Danger to yourself and other people.
At the end of the day, I'm going to save myself the stress and pain. So you have to go to jail. End of discussion. Call me soft. I don't care. But let me tell you, and I'm gonna keep this so 100 right now. There are situations that me and Jay Black should have both called the fucking cops, and we didn't.
Yeah. Nope.
That we both should have, and we didn't.
Call no cops.
And I'm not sitting there and risk everything that I work for to go back and forth with you. I'm not doing it. And it is dangerous for a black man to call the cops. It is. That's why I'm going to be like, listen, this is what's happening. I'm going to do my best to get out the situation. Loving them says you get them the help they need calling the cops when a person is in crisis does not result in an arrest. Well, it is a dangerous game to play. I will admit to that. It is a dangerous game to play. That's the America we live in. Even when we're trying to protect ourselves, it's a dangerous game to call for help. Type of rage will escalate to violence.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to know your partner. And I'm not calling. I'm just not doing it. I'm just sorry. If you call the cops on me, I'm going to feel away. Because that means you want me in jail.
Honey said, Jay Black, you supported us calling the cops.
Yeah, and listen to what you're saying.
I don't remember that, Monty.
Of course you don't, Jay Black. But think about it, Jay. You're not talking about somebody who's just really angry and they're going to sleep it off. You're talking about somebody who could potentially cause harm to themselves or you in that mind state. Okay, you're talking about, oh, I ain't calling the cops. So you rather call the mortician?
And I'll keep it even more 100. I got the cops called on me, and I can tell you a lot of different thoughts that I had about that. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't in a white neighborhood, it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have realized how deep I was in and how crazy, how insane my behavior was. Mm-hmm. Now, once again, I'm not telling you that every situation is going to end in that way. It could. I just have to say there is a danger in calling the police. There's also a side where I needed that in order to understand how to dig into what my problems were. And it wasn't just alcohol. There was a lot of problems going on in my head.
Does calling the cops play a part if you know that you kind of was a button pusher too? Like, say if that guy knew he kind of did push her buttons and that he got her to that point, does that alter you calling the cops knowing that you played a part in that crash out?
I think that, depending on, and I'm hoping that he wasn't doing that for any other gain, but protection.
No, I will say this. There's a buildup to stuff that happens. And I'm not saying everybody's innocent in this. And I'm not going to get deep into my situation. There was a buildup that was going on that if I had to, I could properly explain. But the fact of the matter is, when you cross a line, y'all can call it the button presser or whatever. You as an adult, if somebody presses your buttons and you react to it, you will then have to pay the price for reacting to somebody pressing your buttons. That is your responsibility. You have to control your actions. As unfair as that may be, that somebody pressed your buttons, that somebody did something or didn't tell the whole story or didn't give you the whole situation, you are still responsible for your actions. And at a certain point, some people realize they have no choice. When I got the cops called on me, wasn't nobody getting me to leave that house. Nobody. Dad, mom, Jay Black, nobody was getting me to leave that house. And that was an irrational behavior. Now, can I explain and say this is what led to it? And can I actually point out different actions that got me to that situation? Absolutely. But I made the decision to take it further. And I knew there was a chance. So you got to pay the piper.
All right. This is my last one that was on my algorithm. This guy burnt down the warehouse of toilet paper because he wasn't getting paid enough money.
I saw
You're not going to pay us enough to live or afford to live. At least pay us enough not to do this.
Not the toilet paper that. He's burning up all the toilet paper because they don't pay him enough money.
That's a felony.
Say it again, Mo.
That's a felony.
Yeah, and it lit up the entire
building.
That's the felony. And if there's anybody in the building, he could also be charged with attempted murder.
Now let's stop it right there. Stop. Go. Play the video. Can you take it to the end result, just to see how crazy it looked outside?
I'm gonna just let it keep. I'm gonna let it keep playing. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to the other side. All right, I got you. I know what you're talking about. The other version of it, where you see the outside of the building.
That's when you realize. So, and I want y'all to watch this because this is gonna tie all in a neat little Easter, past Easter, post Easter basket. That's the end result. I want y'all to look closely at that. Okay. All right. So you saw that. Now take it off. Now, this man is he might be 100% right how disrespectfully they were being treated. He might be 100% right that their wages are emphatically historically low. He might be right that they are using them and they are being mistreated. But he decided to burn it all down. He decided to burn the whole thing down. He made that choice to burn it down. So no matter how valid your reasons are about the workplace environment, about the wages, about the relentless pressure to work harder and harder, about the stress levels, about everything, about not having insurance, about unfair bosses, about mistreatment, disrespect, as all that is valid, as valid as that all is, you now made the choice to burn it all down.
Burn it to the ground.
So guess what? Just like the lady in the house, just like me in my situation, it don't matter how many valid reasons you have. You now have decided to burn the motherfucker all down. So now you got to deal with the consequences. You chose, I'm not going to fight the other way. I'm not gonna challenge this. I'm not gonna boycott. I'm not gonna get a union together. I'm not gonna call whatever better business bureaus. I'm not gonna proceed with a lawsuit. And I'm not saying none of that is easy, but you chose not to do that. You chose to burn it all down.
Felony, big time felony charges.
And now
you better hope that a firefighter did not get hurt. And not just physically, but internally, breathing in carcinogenic properties from that paper warehouse. That's crazy. But
I want y'all to realize this is a metaphor for when things ain't going your way and you have gripes and you have sincere things that you feel you're being disrespected in a relationship. If you decide to take it there, you will then have to face the consequences. No matter what your reasoning was.
And then you're talking on the video, so they know who it is. You know, then you
he wasn't hiding
information.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow.
I was like, damn.
I was like, paper towels. And you know what's
I
funny?
thought it was AI at first. I thought it was fake until I did a little bit more research. I said, oh no, this is legit. Like, this ain't no AI. He burnt toilet paper. We all know how toilet paper.
No, we had to ship 30 paper towels yesterday. And the guy insisted that we ship it, even though they weren't in a box or anything. And one person said, well, at least we ain't gonna do what they did in California. That's how I found out about it. I said, what are you talking about? At least they didn't do it in California. And I went to go see it. Put Cypher's comment. And Cypher, I'm interested sometimes when it comes to stuff like this. I've been answering domestics for 20 years. We're not looking to do anything to any black man / people that makes it dangerous. We come to help domestics and more dangerous for police. Okay, Cypher, keep that right there. Okay, Cypher, keep that right there. I got into a situation. It's not in your district, so I'm going to say it right off the door. I got into a situation where the lawyer literally told me when they come for a domestic call, they have to arrest somebody. I'm just telling you what the lawyer told me in that particular county.
Well, if there's physical,
they have to arrest, even if you called.
People could call over an argument.
Jay, this is what kills me when I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know.
Well, he's wrong. That cop is wrong because that's not true. I can tell you that don't even sound true.
Jay, in this state that I was in, they have to arrest somebody. If a domestic violence, I'm just telling you, and they did. I'm just telling you. So the baffleness and all that stuff, I'm just telling you what people in law enforcement in that particular state told me. Somebody is getting arrested. They're not just going to leave y'all two there.
So somebody called for a domestic and y'all were just arguing, no physical injuries.
Somebody in this state, in the state that I was in, is getting arrested.
Don't sound right, but okay.
What sounds right? Exactly what sounds? Does slavery sound right?
There's no crime against arguing, Mike. There's no crime.
I'm telling you, when I say it is dangerous to call the police, I'm just giving you another side of what they said. And you can actually be the one that called. Florida has a low tolerance. In Oklahoma and Texas, Arkansas, someone is going to jail.
Yeah. Which one of you is it?
Who was the loudest? Who argued the loudest? Like who cursed? Like who used profanity? All right, we're gonna get somebody for disorderly conduct. We're gonna get somebody.
Because them cops know if they leave y'all there and they don't arrest somebody and something happens again,
accountability.
Somebody is then responsible. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you both sides of it. Because I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it's not dangerous to call the police if you're black or brown. I'm not going to tell you that. And Cypher, you could try. And Cypher, and I believe what you're saying. That's why I wouldn't call the police.
See, everybody says they wouldn't call the police until it's them.
And they always do. And they always do.
I never called the cops, and I've been through a lot of domestic.
The livelihood is on the line.
A whole lot. And I ain't never picked up the phone to call 911.
And guess what? And you're and by the grace of God, you're lucky that nothing has ever happened to you.
I leave before I end up getting to that point.
To get
let
coverage.
Let me dip out and remove, because as long as, like you said, I'm not one escalate thing. Let me just get
only
my car.
If there's injury to someone, the lawyer is wrong. Well, I'm just telling you, it was already experienced. I'm not. Once again, I'm not telling you what might have happened. I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you what happened. But it just kills me with y'all in the bullshit. I'm telling you what happened. I have documents that will tell you what happened, Cypher.
I'm with you on this one, Cypher. Bullshit.
I have the fucking documents.
Sometimes someone else calls. Yeah, indeed. That save that. So me and Mo arguing, and here go newsy ass Mike the neighbor calling. Now
go ahead. You keep thinking your district runs the entire country. You keep thinking your district runs the entire country.
First of all, you said the 22nd is in the Northeast. It's not even
the 22nd. No, that's Cecil B. Moore. That's you in the heart.
He said the Northeast. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, he's in the Northeast now. The 22nd is where all the riffraff.
The Cecil. Yeah, okay. Broad and Cecil B. Moore. That's a little rowdy.
The 22nd district is different.
The Northeast. That's not even part of the Philadelphia conversation. Okay.
Mike, do you agree with this nurse losing her job over this shirt? Her shirt said, "Just a tip, I promise," and they fired her. You agree with this?
Oh God, man!
Should she lose her job over a shirt?
I don't think that. Are you sure she's a nurse? And where at? Because it may be in the code of
Queen born in the comments. I ain't even noticed that.
It might be in the code of conduct that you cannot wear shirts or work attire that has provocative.
Oh, that's provocative.
On there.
What you think, Jay?
She was a
black.
Is she talking about the syringe and trying to just the tip? I promise. She's talking about the syringe, and she's not going to talk about if you're a nurse. Sometimes common sense just gets thrown out the window.
It is
but you get is a play on it. I get what it is, but I don't. That's worth using your career.
It's not.
No, I would just
fairly to her because she should have known better not to wear it at work. It's not professional. It is a novelty shirt, not a work shirt.
Y'all are just sensitive. I'm about sick of y'all. Matter of fact, y'all are some sensitive mofos.
It's not about being sensitive because it's not offensive to me, but it may be offensive to someone else who's looking.
And it's not offensive to me.
Shake your head all you want, Mike.
It's not offensive to me. But if you value your job, why would you even take a chance?
There you go.
Why would you even take a chance?
A line stepper. So no, he's not going to understand.
You have no expression of nothing. Everybody, y'all better conform and do what masters say.
Jay, let somebody come up. Let somebody wear that at the job. Let somebody wear that at the job and see how fast that you bring them to the back office and say you got to take that shirt off.
Take that off, bro. That's what you're going to say.
A nurse.
Let somebody wear something that says, "I like to put some butter on your popcorn."
And that nurse, and that's a male nurse working with your wife, and see how Jay Black's his head explodes. I work from home and don't even wear shirts like that.
I just didn't. I always wonder how your perspective gonna be, Mike. When this stuff comes through, I'm like,
do I think she should lose her job? No, I think it should be a rational thing. Like, listen, you can't wear that shirt. Just zipper your jacket up.
But depending on where you work, it may already be in the employee handbook. And maybe they have a no tolerance policy with that. Maybe the first offense is your write-up and you must go home. So I'm curious, she may work in a hospital system setting. Maybe not for a doctor's office or a private doctor's office.
I wouldn't have any problem with it. I would just laugh and be like, huh. But I would be skeptical on why would you, it would make me be like, why would you wear that? But I'm like, I'm not even going to make a complaint. In the 5th grade, I had a Playboy t-shirt, caused a whole parent meeting. It just said Playboy. Well, you do realize what you were wearing. You know what Playboy represents, right?
And back then, definitely.
So OnlyFans. So
2 years ago,
your 5th grade son, your son in 5th grade can wear OnlyFans. I like that. OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com.
And I get it. It's a slippery slope. That's why I'm like in a professional environment, whatever's in the guide, whatever, like we're in my high-paying job. Laura's a stickler. It has to be a black t-shirt under what you're wearing. It has to be, and I think it's ridiculous, but I'm like, okay, I wear a black t-shirt. I ain't got time to be fighting this fight and dying on the hill because I want to wear a white t-shirt under it. She should have just been told not to wear the shirt. I don't see what's so bad.
You can't wear the shirt to cover it up. Put
was it the first time? Was it the first time? Did she refuse? Did she refuse to take it off? Did she refuse to take it off?
Looked like she was literally confused talking about the.
Jay would have fired her as she walked in. They would have fired her as she walked in.
In Cypher, could you wear a shirt to work that said "I got a bullet with your name on it"? Like, you could not wear that. You'd be fired. Sent home.
And it's a bullet. It's the sex toy, the bullet. It's not an actual bullet. It's the sex toy, the bullet.
And you'd be like, come on, it's for jokes and fun.
Jay Black would literally let you clock in so he'd have the pleasure of firing you. He wouldn't even warn you before you clocked in. He'd be like, look at this bitch. Oh,
Right.
she thinks she's going to come into my spot. Oh, she disrespected me. Like, she disrespected my authority up
She
in
don't
here.
understand the culture that I created around here.
That I
Is this one
created?
that's-
Do you know how smoothly my shit runs? Do you know how much my people know? And you gonna come up here and try and stir something up?
You try to play me in my face. You gonna play me
In my face.
Play me in my face.
And you gonna say good morning to me with the shirt on?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, got a tip. Just a tip.
Oh God.
It's inappropriate.
What was this other funny?
And
one
I'd be
I
the
saw?
nice boy. I'd be the nice boss and be like, look, take that off before we have to. Woman was paid $1,650 an hour instead of $1,650 due to a payroll error. She earned $19,000 in one shift and she refused to return the money. No, sir, this is my come up.
She went to jail for it, but she got to keep it. Is that worth it? 20 grand?
It depends on what the situation is. How long in jail?
I don't think did she go to jail because of that, because she wouldn't give it back, or did she go to jail because of some type of run-in?
No, because she refused to give it back, and the employer is pressing charges.
But that's the employer's error. And how can the employer prove that she wasn't supposed to get it in tips?
So what'd she go to jail for then? If she was right, what'd she go to jail for?
It's the payroll she did.
I wonder if she cut up when they were like, "Oh, you got to give it back." And did she make threats?
How many days? Is it county jail? Am I in a county? Like, how many days?
I got to do the math.
Right. Is it county jail or is it jail?
Because I think my daughters might even
allege that once the error was clearly identified, keeping the money crosses from a payroll mistake into a potential theft case. She has since been charged with theft of property between $5,000 to $25,000, which classifies as a felony under Arkansas law.
Felony. Okay, so coming from Arkansas, living in Arkansas, a good portion of my life, it is not a real place.
What are you talking about? Why would you say that?
Some things
that's where you were from.
It don't happen in the rest of the world. Shout out to my 501. You know, I'm a 501 girl to the day I die.
But it's not a real place.
Some things in Arkansas, it's just like, you're like, did that really happen?
Oh, God.
I need to know the facts. Like, I would need to have some more context into why she was arrested. I don't think it was the arrest came just from that.
We need to follow up. We need to follow up. We didn't know how much time she got, where it had to be spent at.
Is it? You tell me I gotta do 30 days, 60 days in county.
60 days, no. 60 days, no. 60 days, I can no. 60 days, no. No, 60 days, nah. That's 2 months. Nah. Me,
you need to quit right after. That's somebody said as soon as that money hit, you gotta quit.
Yeah,
you gotta quit.
I don't know what y'all talking
about.
Now
you can't get in touch with me.
Yeah, they pay me
You got to
$1.
transfer funds immediately. You got to transfer funds into somebody else. You got to do something.
That's
A quick come up. Yeah, but Mike J, sexy, y'all. It's almost like a charge of kidnapping is just not a person. You know it's not yours. The moral thing to do is to give it back.
Well, I know when you go to the ATM machine and if they've dispensed, because that's happened before to someone, they dispense the wrong amount of money, or say that they move money into your account that you know that's not yours from a bank. I know there's certain things that the bank's protected, but just GP payroll from your regular boss, I don't know how they recoup that money.
Payroll person is responsible.
This is what I tell y'all. This is what my thing is. Once you get the money, open a high yield interest account and put. I'm not Kamari. Open a high yield interest account, and hopefully it takes maybe you can get a month of interest on it. And then be like, look, I was wondering when y'all was gonna figure this out. And then you say, and then you take out the exact amount and be like, yo, here's the money. Here's
your money back.
Is the money.
I mean, in all fairness, they do it to us. Have you ever not gotten paid on a day you were supposed to get paid? And they be like, oh, it's a holiday, so we can't pay you until after the holiday.
Just like Philly's not a
Where
real
you think
place.
all that money is at? They're building interest off of it.
Those are facts. Those are facts. Here, every action has an equal and total opposite reaction. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
I think I did a good job of explaining it, if I say so myself. Phone numbers change and all. Definitely not appropriate for her workplace. She's talking about the shirt. Just a tip, I promise. Allegedly, I owe my previous employer $3,000 because they mispaid me.
So Nick, like, well, y'all gonna have to sue me. Like, this is what it is. Catch me if you can.
My grandmother used to say, you can't get blood from a turnip. I done spent that money. Okay.
Oh God.
I spent that money already.
Oh God.
I will say this: the apartment complex I used to live at, they're I was on automatic pay, so they would take the money out. Normally, the latest it would move out is the 3rd. So my last month, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. My last month, it was the 6th, and it still have been taken out. And I was like, I'm gone.
I'm out of here. That's what I know.
And I said, I don't know what to tell you about. And the only thing that kept me arguing is that I had told their system, I had gone and complained about their system. I said, you do know sometimes it gets out by the 3rd and sometimes it waits till the 6th or 7th. How are you expecting people? Well, you just have to budget. Bitch, budget. Y'all, what are you talking about? This is your system. You're getting your money.
You're not supposed to spend it.
And I had some tricks in my system, so this wasn't make believe that I said bitch budget. I actually said bitch budget. Like you guys, I actually said it. I'm not making that up. And everything. So the last one, I left, and then I filed bankruptcy, and it was all.
It's on y'all.
It was on y'all.
It's on y'all.
Maybe that would have worked in her favor if she would have taken the money out, and then just filed for bankruptcy.
What other clips do I got?
And I got a happy clip. It's 8:32.
Oh, you got happy? Oh, I like happy.
I think that this is a clip. I wish this man, but it probably hit her account at midnight and she was out.
Somebody hit 20,000. You unexpected. And you like, damn.
Can I profile real quick?
Go ahead. Why not? This is a safe space.
Can I profile?
Keep that thought. What Monty say real quick?
Yeah, tell them how I'm not paying those ladies back. Like Mo said, it's been spent. Oh, I'm not getting into it.
Molly, she want all the smoke. I ain't paying y'all back, and I'm standing on that. All right. I ain't paying them back.
I'm just gonna tell Monty. I was gonna say this. I'm not gonna get deep into this. I'm saying, Monty, we doing this the white people way. There will be legal ramifications. They will be court. They will be restraining orders. People will lose their fucking jobs. I will put some money in there, bitch. Even though my daughter's doing her thing with her money. So I'll just say that. Let me profile real quick. The picture of the lady that got the money.
All right, let me put it back up real quick. Let me put it back up since you want to be profiling. Let's see.
I'm just gonna stereotype. I'm just gonna stereotype real quick.
She don't even look like she give a good goddamn. Okay.
No, I'm gonna stereotype. That person right there, I promise you, that $20,000 right now, that is like us getting $100,000. Yeah. And I also promise you that if they gave her 60 months in the county, she'd be like, "Fuck you, let's go." And I promise
because her edges ain't done. That's what.
Yeah. I'm stereotyping. I'm so sorry.
Her edges
stereotyping.
She got thick hair. Her edge is sturdy.
And when they said you got to do so and so amount of time, she was like, "Shit, don't threaten me with a good time. I still got folks up in there. I still got folks.
My people, all my friends up in
all
there.
my friends is in there."
That's a whole vacation.
Like when I walked in there, they got balloons in my cot. They're like, "Welcome back, yeah."
I told you you'd be back by June.
I told you. But she was like, "Yeah, but this time I gotta come up. I got my whole money hitting my commissary." What happened to Ladybug? She's gonna be here next week. She had a gig last night, so she can't be on. She went straight to the wig store. Somebody said she went. Now everybody want a profile. We ain't all had the profile. It was just me, and I said it was my bad. I admitted that I was wrong for profiling.
You said it. That was
all right. So this individual, this gentleman, he does this, and I'm following his page, and I got more clips, but I only got this one. And he has a bunch of young men in a classroom. And let me make sure I have it before I do all this setting up, and then I have no payoff. Sort of like my sex game has been when I was drinking.
Blue pills. Nigga.
Let me tell you, alcohol is a demon. Alcohol is I've ruined some situations because of alcohol. All right, so I wish this man was around. I wish when I was around this age, this man did a class on boundaries.
Okay.
And I think every man, I shouldn't say every man because that's gonna lead. I think a lot of men have used the tactic, "Can I get a hug?" I think Mo, as a guy, came up to you, "Can I get a hug?"
I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger.
Yes.
Yeah. So this man is trying to teach these young men a lesson on boundaries, and he does a reenactment and everything right here.
Can I get a hug?
No.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Why can't I get no hug?
Because I said.
But it's just a hug. Why you just want to give me?
I said no.
That's crazy. What just happened? What? Hands up. What did I do wrong, Bryson?
After she said no, you kept asking and asking.
After she said no, I kept asking. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right. I tried to hug her anyway, right?
Yes, sir.
All that was wrong. You understand me?
Yes,
what is that called?
Boundaries.
Everybody say boundaries.
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 No is a complete sentence. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
What is no?
A complete sentence.
What is no?
A complete sentence.
No is a complete sentence. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That goes for anybody. You, your friends, your homegirl, your mama, whatever. If somebody tells you no, what does no mean?
No.
No mean what?
No.
It's a complete sentence, but no mean no. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Does that mean try and convince somebody?
No, sir.
Does that mean do it anyway?
No, sir.
Does that mean catch an attitude because they told us no?
No, sir.
The most respectful thing you can do as a young man is when somebody tell you no, is to say okay. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And keep it down and be cool. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is Mike borrow your phone?
No.
Why not?
Because I said so.
But can I borrow your phone?
I said no.
Man, I just need to hold your phone for a second. Like,
And I
ain't
said no.
talk to me. What I do wrong? Talk, Aiden. Go ahead.
You were acting you were on tough.
Yeah, I was acting tough. Go ahead.
You had an attitude.
I had an attitude. Hey, big thing we don't want to do is catch an attitude. And the last thing, I just want y'all to remember this. The word say convincing.
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 We are not here for that. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
We are not doing any convincing. If somebody tells us no, that is it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
We leave it there, especially when it got something to do with their body or their things. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the word no means no. We should not be trying to do what?
Convincing.
No convincing. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
The word no means no. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Ms. Morgan, can I get a hug?
No.
All right, cool. End of conversation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did I catch your attitude?
No, sir.
Did I just simply say okay?
Yes, sir.
And what will gain me more respect is if I respect her saying no. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Because maybe next time, because I was so respectful, she might think about it next time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
But because we were respectful, does that mean somebody owes us anything because we were respectful?
No, sir.
No, because being respectful is just simply the right thing to do. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
We're not being respectful to gain anything, but being respectful can gain you things. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Can I get a hug? Can I get a hug?
I just wish.
Very
honestly,
good.
I wish that those type of individuals, I don't know what grade these kids are in. I don't know if they're 8. I don't know if they're 10. I don't know if they're 12.
Mm-hmm.
But if you, the same way we drill into the minds of young people the negative shit, if this was something that was drilled into your mind,
As a young age, yeah.
It would have been a lot of things. Could have been different.
Because I was going to challenge you on that, but you're right. Because if you were started as a young age, because I about to say, Mike, as you were an older teen and a young adult, you heard no and still tried.
Yeah, because it wasn't drilled. Nobody sat you down from the time you were 4 or 5 years old to the point where you thought it was weirdo. You thought you'd be a weirdo to ask twice.
Like,
My son even asked me, he'd be like, Mom, I just want to give you a hug. Can I give you a hug?
Wow, he asked for a hug.
Yes. So he asked. And, you know, one day I just challenged him because I wanted to see where his mind was. And he was like, I said, well, you know, when you're at school, do you hug so-and-so? And he was like, no, like that's against boundaries. Like you should ask people. You can't just go up and hug people. So you gotta have these conversations with kids.
If I just throw my arms out, I'm supposed to ask you first. Am I supposed to throw my arms out?
I told him that, hey, you don't have to ask mom ever for a hug. You got unlimited hugs here. But for other people, yes, because there are people who don't like to even be touched. Like my son, he may be like, Mom, I love you, but can you please not touch me right now?
You didn't ask me at the Mike's comedy show. You came in through your arms open.
Yeah.
I was, hey, yes, you did. Hey,
well, that's because she wanted a hug. Let me tell you who don't want hugs. Not from me. I'm not talking about me. I didn't know how particular my oldest is about don't touch me, even when we're talking. Now it's not me. She doesn't put that on me because I'll just grab mine and kiss her on the forehead. But I didn't know how adamant she was.
I witnessed that.
Yeah,
the comedy show. I witnessed it, Mike. Keep going though. I witnessed it.
That's best for the conversation.
People just trying to hug her, and I saw it in her face. I don't even know who that was. Like, why didn't want to hug me? I was like, well, Monty, you didn't have to hug him back. You could have just did the shoulder, but I guess she didn't want to be rude. But I could tell Monty don't like hugs. I could clearly tell.
You just said, she probably just didn't want to be rude. We have to stop creating that narrative and saying that it's rude if you don't hug somebody back that you don't want to hug. I don't even care if it's a family member.
Well, that is rude, though, Mom.
It's not. It's called boundaries. If I don't want to do something, you ain't hear the man, Jay Black.
But I get it. If I go to reach out to you and you stiff arm me with a hand, I'm like, okay. Oh, this bitch, she's bitching on something. She thinks she all that. Like it does leave a different. It does leave a different energy from that point on for the rest of that day, because you just stiff arm me from a simple innocent hug. Like that could be perceived.
A simple innocent hug to who? A person.
I'm just showing appreciation. I'm glad to see you.
The person on the receiving end. Okay, but if you lean in to hug me and I'm like, hey, I take a step back and my hand.
Yo, I'm talking about you, and I'm keeping a distance because you got something going on.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would just be like, she's not a hugger. Mo, at the radio station, I gave everybody the fist bump. I gave all the women, all the men.
Can't go wrong with the fist.
I was like, yeah, because
it's neutral. It's neutral. And hugging, not hugging is very difficult for people who grew up down south. Because down south, it's so familial. So, you know, everybody's like, oh, hey, cousin. You may not be cousins, but it's like, oh, hey, you know, or what you just said. People be like, oh, come on, bring it in. I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody says, "Oh, I'm really not," you can't get offended.
This is how you end up in sticky situations.
Stop worrying about the comfort of others and not yourself.
Yes.
All right, you be perceived as that chick. You gonna be perceived as that.
People are gonna make you.
I'm just being real. Y'all always want to go with the right thing. I get it. It's right. You're supposed to do all that. What you said is correct. But in the real world we live in,
unhealthy behavioral patterns. And hugging somebody and feeling entitled to hug somebody when they clearly tell you that they don't want to hug is entitlement. And it's borderline controlling. Like that you need to go.
That was controlling.
Yeah. If you feel entitled, if somebody's making it clear, I don't want to hug you, and you feel entitled, like who you think you are? Like, what? It's only a hug. You didn't hear the man? It's only a hug. That is entitlement. It's disrespectful.
People be like, I'm a hugger. Yeah, that's what they say.
Boundaries.
And I know Jeanette's not a hugger, so I actually did hug Jeanette. So I apologize, Jeanette. I know I overstepped my bounds, but I was happy to see you. And I was like, I know you.
What about kids who tell you when you be like, oh, go over there and kiss, go give Aunt Mildred a kiss. And they be like, no, I don't want to. Boy, get over there and give Aunt Mildred a kiss.
Yeah,
Why are you forcing him to kiss Aunt Mildred.
Yeah, that's weird. We'll go back to Stacey, but wasn't to be disrespectful. I was caught off guard. I have no issue sticking my hand out and shaking your hand instead.
Like, don't be hugging me though. Don't be, hey, everybody want to hug, put their cheek on her cheek. She's like, what the heck? I don't know these people. Ash, but you got to say Ash Bash.
So you know I came to start trouble. Okay, so going with what Jay Black says. So, you know, you be out shopping. So I know Lady Q is out shopping for the house or whatever. And she comes across a stranger in the store, a man, and he asked her for advice on whatever it is in that aisle. And he was like, and he says, oh, thank you so much. And he reaches out to give her a hug because he's so grateful. He's so grateful. And Lady Q's like, like, I don't know you. Oh, I'm a hugger. Can I just please hug you? Because I'm so thankful. Is she supposed to give into that?
Out of here.
Exactly.
All of a sudden. Ash.
Oh, she can't be that chick, huh? Oh, okay.
Ash, before you go any further, and you know I'm being funny, but before you go any further, after this, are we allowed to post this on YouTube?
Let me tell you something. Why do you think I always come up here with my camera off? Because I be at work. Listen, you know how many people they need to do a show on that, world's dumbest employees, because people do the dumbest things. And not only that, for the record, I just didn't want my belly online either. I don't know half these people who be watching. People are
well, you know your picture's on your square, right? You do know your pictures
that's fine. That's not my belly though. That's not.
Oh, you didn't want your belly on the. Yes. Oh, I get it. Now I will say this at my job. I get a lot of hugs because I'm helping people. And people get, especially people who aren't tech savvy with their phone. And I'm not tech savvy. I'm just more tech savvy than the person coming in when it comes to Amazon. And I'll have women go, "Thank you so much," and give me a hug. I ain't got no problem. I'll give them a little hug and be like, it's all good.
I mean, some people don't, but it can be weird. Like, just why do you want to touch somebody you don't know? It's strange sometimes, but also too, you can pick up on the energy of that person. I do believe in energy transferring between people. And I think that sometimes people who are so eager to give you a hug and they don't know you, something is up. I don't know. I'm in a real
Gay Monty at my job tried to hug me and I had to punch him in the chest. But I mean,
appreciate you checking in, Ash.
Said it's so true.
Hey, okay?
Because he hugs everybody before he'll be hugging. No, he'll do that shit. My mom, get the fuck out of here.
You get now? I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow, nigga.
Get on out of here, Gay Monty. I say, you're so gay.
So gay. Mike says it's gonna rub off on him. You think it's gonna turn me gay because I'm hugging gay people? That's what Mike be thinking, y'all.
I'm not catching that. People don't read Bible.
You ain't supposed to play along.
People have a hard time reading the room.
He don't think that for real.
People have a hard time reading the room with stuff like that.
Then I don't want to catch that.
Mo's right. People do have a hard time reading the room, and you got to read energy. And some people do think that because they're huggers, that overrides every. But I'm not.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not. So we're good.
Look. So Auntie outside said, I don't be liking when people be putting that sweat all on me. Miss Clark said,
what type of hugs do you lay down and they hug you or something? Like, how do you get it?
On who sweat? Look. Miss Clark.
Hold on. Let me read this. Depends on whose sweat it is. That's what, go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss Clark.
Well, I'm because people are out there dancing, say in the summertime, and you dancing, you out in the park, and you know somebody go to hug you. I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, my face is wet.
Yeah.
So I'm very conscious of that.
Ooh.
You want somebody coming up to you, Jay Black, and putting their face sweat all over your face? Like,
yeah, I'll tell you some. I'll tell you some stuff. I'll tell you at the end of AA meetings, we get in a circle and everybody holds hands. And I wasn't really like. I gotta tell you the truth. Like the first time, like when it's two dudes, when I'm in between two dudes, I had to. It was dumb.
So you know that. So you got to find your seat accordingly when you know that at the end is going. So you got to. What do you mean?
No, because sometimes it's all men.
So you ain't gotta go to the bathroom.
So then, when I first saw a dude go like this, he just, we do our prayer, and he just put his hands in the prayer mode. And he went like this and prayed himself. He put his hands together like this to pray. And I said, "Oh, that's all I got." I was like, and I started praying. But then I got over it. I mean, it was dumb. It was dumb. Hugs, not for strangers.
I'm not holding no man hand even to read. That's weird. That's
well,
weird.
NFL. You know, the NFL and the huddles used to hold hands. You know,
What is it about holding another man's hand that makes you uncomfortable?
No, it makes
because my hands are softer. My hands are softer, and it makes me feel like the bitch in the hand holding. Like I feel like I'm I got soft hands, and then his rugged hands grab me, and I'm like, I'm the female in this, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mike could do. He just gripped you with the pinky, the one pinky hook, like the slightest touch of.
That might be even worse if we just do. That might be worse. That might be worse if we just do that. I don't know. That might be worse.
I mean, there's a different way that you hold a man's hand versus the way you hold a woman's hand. You're not interlocking. You could just be on some like this, you know.
I guess you can do back to back. Like y'all could just like if you maybe the back of the hand, Mike. Maybe that'll make it a little bit more comfortable.
No, I just pray. I just go like this.
No, y'all can hold. I'm just gonna sit here and pray. I'm by myself. I get it.
I'm by myself.
And nobody's gonna question that because who questioning God, right?
Who questions God?
Oh my God! You ain't gonna see me and Mike hold hands.
Yeah, why would you even think that? What would be the circumstance that would have to happen?
Never.
Unless he hanging from a cliff.
I got you, Jay. Hold on.
And even then, we might just, let's lock. Mike, I'm dying. No, let's lock. Hold this.
A life or death reason for, and if Jay Black is involved for holding your hand, Mike, you're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna die by default.
Better take no pictures either. I'm trying to say,
don't take no pictures.
Look at Jay.
No, but you know what? Human beings are weird about that. Because what if your best friend is dying and you have to perform CPR? Like you gotta do it,
Mike.
You gotta do it, and there's nobody else. You gotta do it,
Mike. And I know that Jay loves you, but I don't even think, even if he tried to attempt it, I don't even think that he could do it right because in his mind, I don't even think that
this was meant to be. It was meant to end like this. Like this is how. Like,
you dying.
I'm gonna put my mouth on this nigga. I'm supposed to. No.
Listen, I would do it. I would definitely do it because I couldn't live with the fact that because then Lady Q would be like, so what you saying is you knew how to do CPR? She like she see a certificate like during like let's say we host. This is so dark. Let's say we host a repast and she sees a CPR certificate and she's like, so you knew how to do CPR? I'm like, yeah, but I don't think Jay would have wanted that.
Me knowing him the way I know.
Yeah, I think that would have scarred him. We playing, y'all. We playing.
I can't.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Oh God!
Just think of that person is a tree. Yeah, them dollar. I try to think of the person as a tree. Clammy wet hands are very nasty. I don't like it, and I it's hard. It's
It's right up with old lady kisses, like the wet kisses.
And then let me tell you about church people. Let me tell you about Mike. You dying if Jay Black had probably it could be. But this is what I don't like about when I was doing the church plays, the gospel plays, or whatever. And after rehearsals, we'd all grab, we'd all do a prayer and have to grab each other. That's when I would maneuver between women, right? I would maneuver between women because that's some ridiculous shit. I'm just telling you for myself, that's some ridiculous shit. But I explain why, because I have soft hands and I feel like the bitch. But church women are aggressive. Like church women are aggressive, not all, but church women will grab your hand and they do the interlock. I don't know why human beings made the interlock more important than this. I don't know. I don't know who decided that this is different than this. I don't know who did it. But for some reason, even Mo said the interlock. I don't know why the interlock is more personal. I don't get it because your hands are still together.
That's I got feelings for you. I'm comfortable. It just, that's what that is. That's why men should not be interlocked like this. Okay. If you do that to another man, I'm looking at you like this. This, like, yo, bro, what's up? Like this right here, this is acceptable. This right here, not so much.
Gets a key to the city because he gave Mike CPR. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like, and I've said this before, I said it again. I don't like when you pound somebody up and they hold your hand and keep talking to you.
Oh,
and they keep talking.
Okay, so let's talk about
Go ahead, Mo got problems with it. Go ahead, Mo. What?
I have a problem with people who try to keep holding my hand. When they grab my hand and want to talk to me, I'm like, why do you still have my hand?
With your focus and undivided attention. Let me make sure.
And then in order to make them feel comfortable, because you're uncomfortable, you're counting down 10, 9.
Yeah.
8,
Don't
7.
you just loosen your hand?
The transition. Well, they got a lock on it. It'd be like,
so you can still
wait,
loosen
I'm
it.
trying to pull your hand away from somebody, and then they shift it and hold it even harder. Yeah,
I have
TP is right, Mike. Look, TP said
Mike and J Black think it's sus talking on the phone longer than a minute, so you know they're not holding hands. I don't think it's sus. I just don't understand why we would talk that long.
After we got what we needed to get.
Yeah, we already said it.
You good?
Yo, what time? We pick it this time? All right, so you're gonna be all right, like,
I don't even think J Black say bye. I think that he'd be like,
all right.
No, he say all right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me hang up.
All right. All right. What is it left to say? Like, all right.
All right. And he doesn't even wait for you to hang up. He just automatically bang.
But you gotta have content. Like you gotta have some content that we're talking about. I don't have a problem. I don't think it's sus staying on the phone long. Just have content. We're not gonna have dead air on the phone.
What you watching? What you
You have to say, if it has something to do with what you're watching, you have to say, yo, are you watching so-and-so right now? This is crazy. And the only dead air, which is just quiet, is going to be me watching and be like, yo, this shit is crazy, yo. I can't believe they're saying it. Church ladies' hugs are amazing. Church ladies do have good hugs. What church you go to, Mike? No, it was after rehearsals, and we would do the prayers at the church, and they would grip up. They would do the interlock as a dog.
Interlock is a dog. Well, you interlock. That means you.
Is it a dog whistle? Is it, or is it something mentally that we got a problem? Because I know there are women who have interlocked during prayer that didn't have any interest in me. That they just do that.
Well,
I don't know.
It's a opposite sex thing. I'm talking about if you have to hold hands with another male.
Oh yeah.
Not be.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would think, and I still don't. Who decided? I can smell elbow fat in the back of my mind. As a kid, it was awful. What church did you go to?
Elbow fat.
What you went? You went to Second Baptist No Shower Church? Where do you go? I don't think a man's hands should be too soft. My hands are soft. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I like doing. When I kiss a woman, I like doing this. I like doing. I like doing.
I don't want to feel too callousy of hands, but
You
then
be
I
rubbing on their face when you kissing chicks.
What? I'll be rubbing on it. I ain't done that in a long time. Bro.
What? You like that, Mo? You like a man to rub your face?
Well, I don't like to be touching the face, but you don't caress lady.
The side. I like the side, like this. But I don't.
Sometimes I just grab them from the front of the throat while I'm kissing.
You're a little aggressive. That's why I said you feel a little aggressive.
I'm playing.
Might grab you by the chin and then your throat. Come here. Hold up, Mike. This ain't sexy. Hold on. Like, what the hell?
Grandma hugs. All you smell is mothballs and wig juice. Don't touch my knee when we talk. Don't touch my knee when we talk with your hand.
When you're sitting down and somebody puts their hand on your leg while they're talking to you. Violation.
All right. So Mo, if a woman laughs and she touches me while she's laughing, should I take that some type of way? Should I take it some type of way?
The secrets, Mo.
I think that she's probably flirting with you, but I still feel like if that's your boundary, you could tell her, get off me.
I don't have a problem with it. Nikki said I only talked to her for 25 seconds. Nikki, because you know you dangerous. I don't know what
real quick.
And I'm nasty, Nikki. Like let's not get it effed up. I'm nasty. Like I've changed. I've removed that part. I've dealt with that. I'm not playing. I don't care about your crutches. Like understand. Like it can go left.
Yeah.
Watching the game together on the phone. Yo, did you? Oh, that's crazy. Yo, I would no. We'll watch it at a bar because
we watch it at a bar together. We'll watch it all
at a bar, drink, and laugh and talk about one-directional content. But you can't be on the phone and do the same thing.
Watching Wheel of Fortune together, guessing the puzzle.
No, I'm not gonna say yo T. I'm not gonna do that.
I told you should have said an S. Yeah, that word is
Unless I'm in circumstances. Let's say I'm in a hospital and I've been in a hospital. God forbid. I don't like putting this out there. Or let's say I'm somewhere where my freedom hasn't been taken. Yeah. You don't shake hands near a bathroom. No, I don't shake hands by a bathroom. I don't like talking by the urinal unless there's something that we got to talk about because there's some people out there that don't like us. But like, you know, they out there, right? Yes, Sean, but I don't think she has purchased in any years the bottle. That bottle is I don't know. Mike, you know where I live. Yeah, I do know where you live. I know where you live.
You know how to get to my spot.
Stop playing. See, that's why I've done that to Mike. She has done. What have you done to me? I've done that to Mike. What have you done to me, Stacey?
Yeah, that's flirting. That's flirting.
No,
when you talking and touch the shoulder.
But I don't take it like that with Stacey.
Or touch your arm.
If I touch you while we're laughing, I'm flirting. I think I saw her at the park touch you, Mike, when she was laughing.
Oh, that means something.
You missed the sign. You're an idiot, dude. You be missing signs.
It went over Mike's head.
Right over his head.
Oh yeah, the knee. Nope, don't do that either.
It's the knee, the handhold when you're talking to someone, and I know a lot of politicians do it, but I think that's so inappropriate.
Nikki and Michael. All right, man. I will say this: most women are very comfortable with touching me. And I think it's because I'm non-intimidating.
Yeah, you're not a threat.
And you're not confrontational.
For real. And I think they and listen, I've used that superpower in my favor before. So I'm not gonna tell you I haven't used this superpower because you'd be like, "Oh God, he's so nice." And then next thing you know, your face is in the pillow. And you're like, how'd I get here?
The bed just squeaking.
How'd this happen? But that's not me anymore.
That's the old Mike.
That's the old years ago. That's I'm not you. Like I want people to feel comfortable, and sometimes it's a curse because then you want to tell me stuff that I don't need to hear. Like I really don't need to hear what happened in the relationship. All right, this has been good, y'all. I think we've done a lot in this show.
We fulfilled the job. We fulfilled it. Shelly's laughing.
You would not survive if J Black had to start the CPR. We know that J Black doesn't see anything wrong with hugs unless it's Lady Q. What else did we learn today?
Don't play them games.
We learned about agendas in school. We learned about new laws that have been pushed. About that, every touch is not a flirt, but the glide of the hand may be the look. Every woman has a little thing.
A little
but
twist.
The glide of the hand.
So the touch is cool, but the touch and glide. Okay.
You bitches ain't shit.
I didn't even know. Now I gotta look out for this, Mike. I never paid attention.
For the touch on your back and the glide down.
The back,
and then the glide down and stop.
And then it glides down,
and then you lay there.
Oh, I gotta watch.
Let me touch the glide with Mike.
Oh my God, how did we get here?
We're too damn sensitive. I'm with you, Reppin' Magazine. We're too sensitive nowadays. Everybody's sensitive.
There's a between and
but these are good tips. These are really good tips.
I didn't know there was a difference between the touch and the touch and glide. Like I didn't know there was two different kind of touches.
So, I may touch you and you in the friend zone, but if I touch your back and slide down and leave my hand right there in the middle of your back,
the massage gets me every time. Oh, you can just walk up, Mike, just start massaging her. You can just like
Mickey from like 1978. She's still let me massage her shoulders.
You can't walk up to a female woman now and just start massaging
and massaging so
you'll get those papers.
You go to jail. As soon as you touch her or a shoulder.
But yo, I almost feel some type of way because there are women that will let me do that and they'll be like, "Oh, this feels good," and it means nothing. I'm like, "What? Do you do know I have a dick, right? You do know that, right? You do know I possess one, right?"
Oh God! And I'm single. So
I'm single, and they'll be like this. No, go on, keep going. They'll be like this. Keep going. No. Go ahead. Feels good.
God.
It's Friday. If the touch lingers, that's a sign. All the ladies are exposing their signs, boy.
If it lingers, if it glides.
All right, we gotta go. Mo, one more before we go.
Charges. Give me like, don't tell the woman them guys just walk up, start grabbing your shoulder massage.
How this feel, girl? How that feel?
Hey, how you doing today? Oh, hi, how you doing? Like, you work. Hey, how you doing?
The last one, Mike, is if I lean in and be like, here, got something right there on you, and I take it off for you.
Oh, you got you got a little piece of lit.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. And you like, huh?
You
Mike like, huh?
Wow.
Look, you thinking who got lit off your foot? No, you got something on your cheek. What's that?
You start walking around more and just start putting stuff on your face on purpose. You just start putting you like,
Let me see who really liked me. Let me see. Yeah, I got some what? Can you get it off? Let me see.
It'd be a fucking piece of gum. You would.
I got something on my face. Where? On my cheek?
She's like, yeah, right there. No, right there. It's right there, Mike.
And you going all around knowing that.
If they don't, if they say it and then be like, come here. Let me get it off for you.
Touching God will issue in court.
Everybody's scared of court in 2020.
Only the woman can do that. Mike can't do that, but a woman can do it to you. But a guy do it, yeah. You
come to your house with them papers.
Everybody. No, we really should do. Like I'm shocked Tawana got one. She said a touch, glide, an intense stare is when it crossed the line.
Oh, that I'm serious stare. Like she didn't turn away, and it's like, oh, yeah. That'll let you know, like, wait, what did I miss? Oh, she into me. Like, okay. Yeah, you got to refocus. Wow, we learning today.
I got to organize this show. We need to do something like that. Tips that you need to understand. Women are giving you a sign.
Released.
Nonverbals, all of the nonverbals that you have missed over the years.
Blessed day.
All right, have a
I shouldn't do that. You know, she ain't staring longer than she got.
Yeah, I should flirt with you if she hands you the Bible. That's how I see.
Read this passage.
Yeah.
I say about none of that.
Hey y'all, can y'all please, before we get out of here, can y'all hit the heart? Can y'all hit the hearts, please? Can y'all hit the hearts? Just hit the hearts on your phone. If you're in your car, it's dangerous. I get it. If you're in your car, don't worry about it. Hit the hearts, do the subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Also, don't forget, I'm on the radio at 3:00 tomorrow from 3 to 6 on 100.3 WRMB. On Sunday, it's from 4 to 7, 100.3 WRMB. I want y'all to call the station up. I should have had the phone number here, but y'all got the phone number.
We're going to be answering the phones
yes.
a lot, like taking I'm going to make sure we answer every call. So, Nikki, you're going to get through. Show Mike some love. Call the station. He's going to record you. This is our community. You're going to get on the air.
I'm going to get everybody on the air. I'm going to get everybody on there. So make sure you call up, spread the word, enjoy your trip. And Asha Boo, enjoy your trip. She's going on a cruise. Right? Okay. She's going on a cruise. Yeah, Asha, while you're on a cruise,
she going with?
I don't know. I don't know. And don't get it twisted. I know. I know you do, Asha. So make sure, while you on that trip, you can put your hand on somebody's, and you can glide down their back if you want to. It ain't gotta go all the way.
Record you doing the boots dance, boots on the ground, like the boots. I'm gonna with your fan.
Oh, the boots on the ground.
Every cruise do the. Let's see it.
Oh wait, Asha was like, I have 2 children. I'm about it. Don't get it twisted. It just has to be the right way and the right. Whoa.
Mike,
I never thought Asha would ever say anything that would make me do this. I never thought anything. I never thought. I never. That's what I'm talking about, Asha. You better let them know you a grown ass woman. You better know.
Enjoy yourself, Asha. We will miss you.
All right, we'll miss you, Asha. Hopefully, you'll have the Wi-Fi package that we can get some updates. And that the stare is intense. Thank you, Shelly. Asha, be safe. Have a great time. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or any circumstance take it from you. God got me. God got us. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Amari, Kamari, Mani, C. Chung, Dr. Aaron Smith, and Lady Q, WokeUpInspired.com. If you want any merch that you have a vision on and you want it done and put together, all you got to do is go to Woke Up Inspired. Also, they have merch there that you would like to, if you want to get a Takeover Legend shirt, if you want to get the multitude of shirts that she has and hoodies that she has, order them at WokeUpInspired.com. We are gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth